Hello everybody. On the another stream 1000 to 0 unpainted minis. Here's your boy. And we are continuing with the Pallas Gravtank. So as you see, I didn't finish him yesterday. I was streaming for 2 hours and managed just to do this part, which I'm happy with. It's pretty good. But today the idea is to finish all these 2 panels, start to work on this side. Maybe I'll do some cold dry brush. I saw that these panels can be red as well, and it looks pretty good, so I might do that. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. We'll try though, we'll see. We have 981 miniatures left, so we better speed up the process a little bit. Let's go ahead and start do our job for today. First of all, I really enjoy how this one turned out. It's like a sponge work, or what do you call it? We are going to continue this technique today, and make it a little bit more light. I think we can still give a little bit more highlight to this color. So let's go ahead with Mephisto red. Let's give it some vortex shake and start making some stamps. Mephisto red in use. Go, as you can see, nice dropping per bottle. I managed to finally take out all my miniatures from the citadel bottles and put them into these new ones. I have to be honest, it was quite a big task. There was many paints to do, but it was fun, very relaxing. I had to add quite a lot of water, which I'm a little bit, afraid that this distilled water will thin down these paints too much. But honestly, many of the paints were already very old and they were not looking good anyway, so this water helped thin down quite a lot. There were many clogs still, so it's another part. So okay, so as you can see, it's getting lighter and lighter. This Mephisto red, it's still quite dark, its base, so it's kind of dark, but that's one of the viewers yesterday suggested that I should make glazes after to make the transition more smooth, and I tried that and it's working. So let's do that. Let's add some water onto the palette and let's do some transitions. Add some glaze just to make the transition a little bit more smooth after stapling. So I'll add this very watery paint, but just on top of these places where I just painted. I don't want to glaze this part anymore because it was already done yesterday. Start to look pretty good. I see some scammer floating around, so let's delete that message. I don't want fake viewers, sorry man. Bye-bye. Yep, thank you. And I think the next color should be actually Evanescent Scarlet, since it's the lightest red I own. So I'm gonna do layer of that, maybe 2 layers of that. Then I'm gonna do some stamps with white, and then again with some scarlet. Just the top highlight. I like to have the white, and then after red over the white, which like makes it very, very shiny. Not shiny, it's like just much more bright. Let's see. Maybe it's scarlet. There we go. Just make all the red pop out even harder. It's a very nice, bright, saturated red. By the way, guys, I added some things when you do a follow or subscription on Twitch, or basically any other alert that can be activated, like gifted subs or whatever. So they're quite fun. If you want to try, you can leave a follow and see how is this working. On YouTube is I mean, it's gonna work on YouTube as well, just not when you subscribe. When you have to follow on Twitch, and it will be on the screen and then just YouTube will present it as well, since it's the same feed. But if you can leave a sub, we are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We are doing great in that department. We are around 200, which gives us like maybe about 14 years, 15 years to go to reach this 1,000. Okay, so I'm kind of happy with the result already. Let's add the glaze now. Quite a lot of water. It's still down. I mean, let's place this part. Probably I could do a little bit bigger part red. I don't know. I like the result, honestly. How does it look? I will have to correct this goal, because I, made some stumps over here. But in general, what do you think? I think it's like almost done, Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this white stamps right now and cover it with red, so it's gonna be even more like right. But this is the last head. So a little bit of white. It's almost dry. Just a few seconds, and it's gonna be okay for the next layer. You might think this is gonna look terrible, because you just randomly put some white paint here. But believe me, that's not the case. This is gonna be looking great. So right here, the top corner here. Okay, so this is like a base for the final color, for the final red. So we'll see how it's gonna end up looking. How are we doing, guys? You have a chill Thursday to work? Quite opposite, do you have a time to focus a little bit on your hobby? So we are covering now the white. And as you can see, this final red is popping quite a lot. It's gonna be a big bright highlight of red. We are gonna to do some little bit more smooth transition after with glaze. At least we haven't tried that. And let's add a little bit more paint to palette. Some drop. We have to cover white completely, so it makes more sense. There can be no visible white dots from behind, or even like a pink or something. All go. A bit here on the front. Go. Okay. It gives a very nice finish, very nice transition. The red is quite strong. I liked a little bit darker, but I mean, it looks fine. When all gonna be painted, I think it's gonna be great. We can darken that if I will need to. No, it's fine. Let's see. So that's gonna do some glaze just to smooth out this texture. Probably do like two layers of the glaze. Because white is quite pigmented. A lot of pigment in the white, and I don't want it to be like rough. I want this area to be very smooth. So I'm gonna do like maybe 2 glaze layers, maybe darken it out just a little bit, so it's less shiny. But in general, I'm quite happy with the final result here. It's looking right. In the moment, I'll start doing this side. I'm gonna start with black. Give it a solid base layer. cover all these places where I painted gold. Make it all nice, smooth. So let's take some bottom black. Give it a shake in the vortex mixer. And let's do just a regular layer, not fancy statement. I see here we have to correct this part. Should do it now. I can do it with the brush. Snap it here. It's just quite a lot of see-through white, which I want to avoid. Some areas can be a little bit more covered as well. Yeah. And this is gonna be black, so I don't worry about it. It's getting to look good. I'll give it a little bit more glaze. So let's create some glaze. Let's do quite a lot of water, a little bit of paint, and let's do some glazing just to smooth out these areas. Because after sponge work, you have a lot of texture. As yesterday, Francois suggested me to do the glaze after each sponge layer. I did, and it is working much better. Very nice, smooth finish. Nice. If you are new here, welcome to my journey, 1000 to 0 unpainted minis. A huge backlog that I'm trying to get rid of. And yeah, this is, you can say, the beginning of my journey. Still barely 2%. If I finish this Pallas, I'm gonna be at 2%. So if you wanna follow me on Twitch, go ahead. I have new new alerts, or leave a Prime sub, or most importantly, subscription on YouTube. I'm trying to reach 1000 subscribers. We are a good way. We have already like 200 after 4 years, so like 15 years left and we will reach our goal, which is awesome. I need to use at least 2 layers, because the black is quite thinned down. But it must be thinned down so the finish is nice and smooth. Count. Now you see there is some I don't know, like greasy part that doesn't let the paint to stick, to cover it. Probably I touch it with you know, dirty hands or something. You see, these dry parts. Cannot be like this. That's why we need these 2 layers. Should work out just fine. Okay. Let's see the other side. This is the other side, as you can see. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Here I'm gonna use a little bit black because unfortunately I did a mistake. I took the red a little bit too far up. Again, 2 layers of black should be fine. And these other places, I'm gonna just do the gold one once more, so it's not so dirty. Nice. Very nice. And let's see, this one is drying, just a couple seconds more, and then do the second layer. And then we will start our sponging again. We're gonna start with burned red. Mephiston red, and then Evilson scarlet. Same as previously. The panels on the other engine I'm gonna do just in one go, you know, both sides at the same time. I think doing so, I'll have more control over the height. Where is the highlight, you know? So they are in equal way going up. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm kind of afraid that I'm gonna do, you know, one side a little bit brighter than the other, and you know, it's not gonna be so similar and smooth. Okay. This black start to look nice. Maybe just few things here, so let it dry properly, you know. I should not rush. But in the meantime, we have other things to paint, so let's not waste any time and take the body. I should start painting this black. There are 1, 2, 3 panels here that I want to do in the similar manner like the panels the engine. So I can start. Oh shit. Probably I should do the dry brush gold first. Yeah. Okay, whatever. So I'll do this one layer, wait for it to dry, and I'll do the gold dry brush. Definitely with gold dry brush I'm gonna, you know, miss some parts and cover this with this dry brush, so it's better to just do it first and then go to these panels. I'm thinking about doing the wash as well. When should I do the wash? I think, yeah, I think after dry brushing gold. Probably. And this is the long process. Paint all this silver. I was thinking to do the airbrush yesterday, but honestly it's just kind of a lot of work to set it up, and then especially to show it on stream, which is very difficult to make the airbrush work here in my environment. I mean, like, just gonna make so much work. I have to prepare, you know, the cover, so it's not going anywhere. So I want to paint all the desk. The airbrush, I have to figure out the correct way to do it on stream. So far, I didn't need it. So for the dry brush, Citrine Alchemy. Let's put a little bit on the palette. There we go. One drop. Let's take our paper towel, remove the ashes of the paint, and start slowly, carefully dry brushing. I don't want to rush. Process here on the vehicle, because on the miniature it's quite easy, you know, just blast everywhere this dry brush and it's fine. But on the vehicle it's not quite the same. There are some bigger panels that can be dry brushed too much and then it's not looking good. Or the other way, maybe you skip something and then it's not looking good. So I will do just slow work, check the result and correct. I can always add a little bit more, right, if there is not enough. But if you do it too much, then the way back is much harder. Cover again with the layer. It's just big shit. So it's very careful. Here we go. This is already too much. I don't like that, but it's not. It's such a big deal yet. So now eagle and then some dry brush this way. There we go. It's gonna look nice and shiny at the same time, kind of old. The base with acrylic surface and then this dry brush, very light gold, like going kind of a little bit to silver, gives this impression of old gold that I'm looking for in my custodies. It's like I'm always saying, it's kind of a Forge World 30k look I'm trying to achieve. I think the 30k models are painted very nice. These box arts 30k. There's a lot of weathering, a lot of like old gold metal. They're rough. They have very nice bases. It looks like they're on Mars or somewhere. Just a little bit too much paint. On the other hand, the new ones, they kind of look too clean for me. Just add a little bit more paint. And after this dry brush, we are gonna do panel on the engine. If you have a chance, leave a subscription on YouTube or follow on Twitch, or maybe have Prime. That's appreciated too. Follow along my journey to get rid of 1000 unpainted minis, which is I'm not very proud of, but this is what it is. Just getting rid of my pile of shame. It's gonna take me like a few years, I bet. It's just the beginning. We are at, when I finish this one, 2%, so 20 painted minis over 2 week span. I think it's pretty good tempo, you know. It's more painted minis than my all year so far, so. But to be frank, I didn't have a, you know, good motivation to paint. I was assembling more, definitely, than painting. And one of my New Year's resolution was to paint everything I have until I realized how much I have. Which was like, oh, fuck, no way. There's no fucking chance. I think it's over 1000, but it's okay, it's 1000. Just for, you know, simplify things. But there's no way I can finish all 1000 until the end of the year. I will have to quit my job and my life, probably, like social life and family and that stuff, which I'm not gonna do because I still need to earn living. Okay, so I clean the dry brush. Let's take a sip of water. I'm happy with the dry brush, how it ended up. Let's sit here. Yeah, this is not dry brushed yet, so this is gonna be looking a little bit different. But I'm gonna repaint the gold just to, you know, remove all the stains from red. So let's go ahead and do the layer of black. Still there are some parts that should be covered. Like here, for example. I was not so careful with painting out here. Okay. Just give a little bit more water here, just to make it more smooth. It's just kind of a glaze, black glaze or so. And then these parts, there should be more black too. gonna dry a little faster than the previous layer. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit and then start doing burnt red as the first layer of this sponge work. So right now I'm gonna do oil over these parts of silver. Not all of it, because it's not black. I thought maybe I have some other black one, but I don't. So, more oil. And let's slowly start applying it. Not everywhere though. I have to do it in parts. If I start to do everything, then it's weird. The paint's gonna, you know, flow in the places where I don't want it to flow, for example. It's less natural. But like this, it's doing it on one side. It's gonna be in all the correct places. Okay. The base of the metal base is a trash metal from scale 75. It's looking pretty good. It's close enough to lead belcher that I'm using on different minis for studies. I wanted something similar, just I didn't want to use lead belcher because it's kind of pain in the ass to use it on the bigger surfaces. The consistency is, you know, it's quite a thick paint. And you have to water it down carefully, not too much, not too little. And with trash metal from scale, it's just, you know, 2 straight up layers. And it's covered perfectly. So yeah, let's do other side. Just I have to be very careful to not touch the panel on the other side. And let's cover with non-oil the same areas I covered there. And let's wait for it to dry, and we're gonna do the next panels, weapons, bottom of the aircraft tank rather, and so on. Just to be more safe. Okay. Last few brush strokes, and we are gonna switch to the engine and do stapling. All right, so let it dry. Very nice. So switch back to this side. It's looking nice. So this one is dry. Bird red from model color Vallejo. Let's give it a little shake in vortex. Small drop. Until that. to palette. And now I'm gonna do a careful job. I don't want first layer to be too strong. I'm gonna glaze it after anyway. Step by step. It's gonna take some time. It's quite a long process. I believe it's worth it. Getting more and more color. And then after that, I'm gonna do glaze to get that smooth texture finish. Not after stapling, there's a lot of pigment, so it's kind of rough, especially if you do the multiple layers, as a yesterday viewer suggested. So let's follow this logic. Some water and make a glaze. So just a little bit of paint and a lot of water. Let's glaze everything. For now, we are glazing it. It's dark enough. It's basically just a thin layer of water, a little bit of pigment. But when it's dry, this small particles of pigment are gonna even out the surface. Okay, so let's get a small weight. In the meantime, we're gonna do the more this one dried quite well already, and there are some more wet stuff in the recesses, but acceptable. So we're gonna do this part now and this part now, and the last gonna be this part and then the wood, just step by step, not rushing anything. By the way, if any one of you can try to leave a follow, I would appreciate it. I just want to check if the alerts are working, because I changed some things today morning. Okay, it's working. Nice, thanks, man. So is calm. You are going to get rid of your pile of shame. Let's see. That's not all. I have some alerts for later on, some subs and primes and all that stuff, but maybe one day they're gonna be news. We'll see. We'll see. Do any of you guys painting right now? Chilling with me? My pile chain is mostly a box of Skaven Tide. All I've done is make some custom base so far. I mean, there's quite a lot of miniatures in that box. So there's a long journey, my friend. From of you. But if it's so many rats, yeah, exactly. But if it's just it, then you can handle it. It's just one box. One box of minis. And everything else is painted, I assume, by your message. So this is quite impressive. Unless you are just starting a Warhammer, and this is your first box, then you have quite a journey in front of you. I've restarted since I was a teen. Let's see. So you came back to the hobby. When I was a teen, we were playing a lot and enjoying the hobby with friends, and my brother and some community. And then high school came and first years of university. And I was always saying, okay, I'll come back to it after 10 years. I'll come back after 10 years. And here we are. Fortunately, I came back after a little bit less years, just a little bit faster than predicted. But definitely quite a few years I was completely out on JW. I think I came back around what was the time that I came back? Maybe pandemic. I think it was pandemic. I was like, well, not much to do right now. Or just before pandemic, because I remember I ordered a huge amount of Necrons as soon as they got released. And the new edition was 8th or 9th. I think it was 9th. Indomitus box. So around that time I was like coming back to the hobby. So already quite a few years ago. It was 2020? Yep. Something like that. And before that, like 15, 16 years ago, I was playing Eldars mostly. Yeah, I was hyper focused on just one system basically. And after, since 4 years, 5 years, I get into so many new. Me too. During pandemic, I painted quite a few models. Yeah. was a good time for a hobby. I mean, at least for the, the removing pile of shame, because probably was much more difficult to meet up, play. But definitely a great time to spend it on your miniatures to remove that backload. Is the some it's dry already, so let's do some stamping. Sponge. Second layer, let's say. So I have to try to make it as close to the first panel as possible, similar as possible. It's not gonna be easy, definitely, since stapling is kind of random. And sometimes it leaves a lot of paint, sometimes it leaves no paint at all. But the most important thing is this lower part, since this one is going to be covered in brighter colors. All right. Probably I can do a little bit more. It's a little bit more burned red. Remove the excess of paint. I mean, in the end, I can always try to darken it or brighten it up with glazes. It's not such a big of a deal if it's less even, you know. Let's do the glaze now. All the way everywhere. Quite a lot of water, just a little bit of pigment paint. So the area is nice and smooth for the next layer. And the transition should be, by doing this technique, should be a little bit smoother. All right. And we switch back again to our main body. Let's see. It's drying fast. I mean, my room is quite hot, so that's good for drying miniatures. Let's do this area. There's gonna be quite a lot of shade needed here. There's a lot of recesses and just bigger surface. Here we go. If I will not finish this miniature today, I'll probably spend some time over the weekend just to get it done. And not have in mind that I have some unpainted mini, I mean, not finished mini during all the week, because next week I'm gonna have a break due to some visitors in my place, so I won't be able to stream, unfortunately, and I'm gonna come back next week. This is the last stream before this 1 week short break. And then I should stream like until the end of October. So just all the way to 30 or maybe 20 something. And then I have a trip, some work stuff related. So I will need to take a break for like another 2 weeks. And then I'll come back again. I should have much more time, even than now. Now is quite good. Probably gonna get a little bit more intense soon, but so far I'm enjoying this moment. Tranquility. Using it fully on my advantage. Get rid of these minis. So let's go back. We can start and paint some piston red. So this is gonna be the next layer on the panel here, and let's see how it goes. To start from the top, slowly come lower and lower. Top can be covered well, and then the bottom should be just small dips here and there. Okay, can go down just a little bit more, probably. Should be okay to get away with that. Okay, it's definitely gonna need a second layer of that piston red, but for now, let it be. I'll use some glaze. Wait for it to dry and do the second layer. Like you see, it's quite a long process to make it look nice, to get it done. I believe it's worth it though. I believe it's gonna look good. So let's take a lot of water. I'm gonna do the glaze, but Mephiston red and burned red together, so it's just a mix. These two paints. It's still dark, so I can use it all over the place. Don't beware too much. Maybe I used a little bit not enough water because I see some pigment left in the recesses. Not ideal. Let's see after drying. How is it looking? Should be fine. This is satisfying, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Good times. And let's go back. Let's see. So this part is almost dry, and we can go ahead and do weapons. Let's add a little bit more non-oil onto the palette. 3 drops, 4 drops. Okay. I don't know what's the weapon called, but what I've heard is quite good against tanks. We'll see about that. Maybe over the weekend, if I get some game going. 30k, not 40k. Just to be clear. I'm not the biggest fan of 40k right now. I'm a huge fan of 40k in general, but the state of the game is quite rough for me. Following all the changes. I was talking yesterday with my friend about that he's not playing anymore. And why is that? I mean, it was already bad in 9th, and I think they tried to address some of the things, and they did. Like stratagems and some of the rules that were just or access of like just too much of the too many of the rules were there to follow and remember. But one thing remained, which was many mistakes during writing of the rules. Like, I don't know how they didn't check these, and stuff gets changed before it's released sometimes. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks of testing by players and giving feedback. Okay, this is too strong, this is too strong. Let's go back. Or let's change the points or whatever. In the 9th it was worse because they straight up changed the rules. So it's just a different unit after some time, playing. And if you are not frequent player, like me even, then you will definitely not follow what are the changes. And by mistake, you will do mistakes by just not knowing some things and just remember, oh, it was like this. Yeah, it was like this last month, but this month was different. So stop cheating. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I was for quite some time so much into 40k. I was even playing some events, and basically I was playing 2 or 3 games a week and trying to put as much effort as possible to know and to be like to date of the newest releases. It was nice. And then a moment I was just overwhelmed. I had stuff to do at work, at home, and it was just, god damn. Can't you stop putting new things, changing things? So I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna wait for 10th. And when the 10th came around, I played like 3 games maybe. And it was fine, but I have elders. And elders in the beginning of 10th were like unbeatable. Basically, they had like 70% win rate or so, or even more, I'm not sure right now, but they were huge because of the 6s that were guaranteed, and you can do mortals, and just I know I should not do least that it's super overpowered. But even if I didn't, it was still very strong. And then I gave up. I switched to Necromunda, played some campaigns. We had a great time playing for fun, with narrative, you know, with developing my gangers and stuff. Necromunda's super fun and great system. So I was playing mostly that, and then during the summer, I just started playing Age of Sigmar, which is a great system. I enjoyed it a lot, even though I was playing just a little bit. It was enough for me to get hooked. And then I tried also 30k. 30k was fun too. I had some you know, introductory games recently, and that's why I'm doing the Custodes. It's still complicated, you know. There's still a lot of stuff. You can say kind of like 40k, but the thing is, with 30k, it's just much more balanced because of how the armies are structured. They are basically almost all the same. The same units, most of them, right? It's just, you know, few armies that are a little bit different, like Custodes, like Mechanicus, but all others are very similar. All the legions, Chaos Legions, and regular chapters. So there's less room to make things overpowered or unbalanced, and I don't have internet. What's going on? Hello, I'm back. Sorry guys, I got disconnected. My internet went down. Why is... What's happening? What is happening? Hopefully it's still the same stream. But I think the quality is quite bad. I see by I have the feedback from the internet provider. It looks terrible, honestly. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me, if you can see me, or what's going on. I do think I'm back, but I'm not sure about the quality of the transmission. I don't know. Did I get fucked by the provider? Let's see. What is going on? I mean, I have to continue painting, but it's kind of annoying to deal with. So, how does it look? It's getting better, not really. If you can give me some feedback in the chat. How's the stream doing? I mean, I can open it on my other device. Let's see. Just to give it a small check. Okay, now we should be back. I'm seeing much better transfer. Yeah, now we should be back. That's good, that's good. Okay, so this one is still drying, so I cannot do dry brushing. But I can do this palms here. It's gonna be black. So let's give it a go. I will have to check later on if transmission on YouTube gets effects. And what I mean by that, if it broke into two separate streams or it's the same stream. So let's see. Let's see after. So this is very small, precise brush. And I need a little bit more to think. And the pen is quite thick. So just a drop. There we go. And let's give it a nice dye. Okay, it's gonna probably need another layer as well, like the third one, probably. But it's already covered very well, so we'll see. And I will try to do this staples with red, same way I did on the Pallas, just maybe I'll use brush instead. Can you see my screen? Hopefully. Let me check. Yeah, okay. Twitch looks okay. Maybe YouTube got fucked. What to do? And these side panels here. I'm enjoying quite a lot painting this mini, not gonna lie. Can't wait to get bigger stuff like these carriers or gunship or something. I think they are gonna be very fun to paint. And they are huge. This Pallas is a small speeder-like tank, but the others are big boys. Okay, I think we are back with the... Not really. See some drops in the frames. Get that. Just don't break completely. That's the worst part. Sorry guys, I have to take the call from the delivery. Hello? Oh, hello? So... one moment. There's a little more messages to take care of. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go back to paint the second layer here on the side parts. And this palette is fine. This palette is gonna be fine too. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. So let's try and see if I connect these two parts. Oh look, it's getting better. It's getting better. Nice. So I'm gonna do the no. Finished with the layers of the piston, right? So let's go back and to try to make it as close to the original as possible. Not original, I mean just the left panel or the right panel, whatever you're looking. From which you're looking, from which side you're looking. But yeah. Close side. Size as much as possible. All right. I like that so far. I'll do the glaze and I'll do the white after. Okay, how is it looking? Quite similar. Quite similar, that's fine. So let's do the glaze. Let's adjust this part. It was just painted. This other part is okay now. It doesn't need more glaze. Okay. Just like so. And let it dry, and the next part's gonna be white just in the top of the mini, and then again red over that white. So since we were waiting for that, I'm gonna do some fun stuff here. So just kind of dot work, you know. I don't have actually probably do have the small sponge. I was thinking probably not, but I have something similar that I can use. So I have this sponges. These sponges are mostly for oil, mostly, but they actually might work here. They have a nice tip. Yep, that can work. Probably quite well. Yep. So it's gonna be try to do it a little bit more precise. To not go over the gold. Try to do it. So just very careful. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the similar pattern like on the shit. I was not careful and immediately went over the gold. It's okay. Let me just check how is the original looking over the reference. Okay. I see these panels are painted too, so let's do that. Why not? But there's no chance for a sponge there. I'm gonna do the dot work with a brush. Okay. Good. It's just the first layer. It'll look a little rough, but after 2-3 layers, it's gonna be just fine. Okay. Let's see if the panel is dry already. Yep. So technically I should do some white here, just as a final bright highlight. So let's do that, because the white is a great base for red. So it pops out, you know. It's gonna look a little bit weird at the beginning. Out of place, definitely. But later on, when it's dry and you cover it with the proper red, should be brighter than just red over another red or over dark red. And also not crazy amount of this white, it's just some places that are highlighted more than the others in the top. And we should be golden. So I'm not gonna do any glazes right now. I'm gonna do straight up glisten scarlet over that. And then the final glaze. Here, very, very careful. I don't wanna miss anything, and I don't wanna go over anything too. Like, I don't. Yeah, this is much more intense color than it would be without the white. I will still soften it up with a finer glaze that's a little darker, but still gonna look good. I'll try to get my hands on some stickers or these things that you glue into the they look like freehand or whatever. I'm saying. Yep. So this is looking good. Let's give it a little bit more red here. So it's not pink. So it's actually a red, nice color. This part is a little bit more red. So I'm gonna do some darker glaze just to even it out, or even just give some small staples. Right? Just try to do it a little bit more evenly. Both sides. It's not that crucial, I guess. Just do have a little bit of OCD or something, but it should look as similar as the other side as possible. You see, this is a little bit darker, this part, and this part is just a little bit darker. Yeah, so let's see. It's gonna look fine. It's gonna look fine. Just a good lace. Necessary more than one. Okay. For the first time, I think I did a okay job with these panels. I've never used this technique before, so I'm quite happy with the final result. Let's remove excess of paint. It's gonna be fun. Nice. I still believe they might be a little bit more dark, just because my my theme or studies is a little bit darker than the original one. We can adjust that later. Actually, I'll compare this time to other minis and see to the continue. I'm gonna keep this saturated thread, or tone it down a little bit. So the second layer here on these panels. It's gonna need a third layer for sure. I don't know. I kind of like this burned red finish. Just less intense. It's looking really good. Because I just did the regular finish with Wilson Scarlet, just how it's supposed to be, you know, from dark red to light red. Maybe it's just not it. Maybe I don't need to do the full red way like other custodians do. I'm just finishing the midway. I'm gonna decide about that when I see the final product, because I still can go darker from that point. It's very easy. Just, you know, use some Mephiston red or straight up burned red over this, and it's gonna be darker. So in this case, I'm happy that I went all the way up to see if this is what I want. Now, so I'm gonna check if it's dry. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Oh, I should do the gold, correct the gold, and I should do null oil. Please start this null oil process. It's gonna be way long one again. How are we standing with time? An hour and a half. Stream. Okay. It's alright. It's not bad. As I said, definitely not gonna finish this in one stream. Usually I try to do 2 hours streams. Not gonna happen. I mean, because I still do have another engine to do, which is, as we could see, 3 hours probably. Maybe 2. Maybe I can do it in 2. Probably not. With all the drying and waiting for layers to dry, it's gonna take longer. So let's do this part first. And then I'm gonna do some dry brushing over silver. Or maybe not, actually. Because I got some strange message. So look it up. A second. And Delivery. Hello? Hey, you're outside? Okay, yeah. Well, it was not the order I expected, but good to have it either way. Okay. Close to get it done. Still gonna need a little bit more paint, but this non-iron looks great on church metal. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. After that, I'm gonna wait a little bit for it to try and do the bottom of the engine. But I want to be able to just hold it without destroying the paint job. Okay, just double check if I covered everything. Let's do this. Here in the middle, I'm gonna just put black paint or some contrast or something. Probably here as well on these vents. But for now it's okay. Let it dry. And we can continue doing that stuff. With red. My piston and burned. So as I said before, just the dot work kinda. So it looks uneven. I probably should do the glaze as well, like on the engine panels. So the transitions are smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's an easy technique, but very effective. So glaze, just the same color and just a lot of water. Easy. Let it dry. And let's see, what can we do next? This one is still drying. Let's give it proper time. You can paint this part. It's fine. I probably should paint it black. Because there are some parts here very deep that I'm not gonna reach, and they should look much darker. For now, just doing enough. So actually, when I'm waiting for everything to dry, you can start slowly working with this. So like this part should be just black. Some water. Inside of these vents and behind. Can let it dry. Maybe I'll need 2 layers, we'll see about that. Yeah, but this is what I should do on the other one. Right here. Should just go there inside and make it fully black. Okay, so I'm gonna do the silver first. Silver everywhere on the engine. Of course, I'm gonna take a bigger brush for that. Same brush I was using yesterday, so this one was working quite well. And the silver is... oh, not this one. Okay, well, this one. Trash mat. Proper shake. Put it on the palette. It's clogged. I will not push. I have to just do the hole. Of the needle, just in case if something like this happens. Nice and easy solution, and it is working. So you can use that paint straight from pot. No need for thinning down or anything. But I'm gonna need 2 layers. That's it. Just to cover that black properly. It would be probably recommended to paint these lines that are going to be red, not red, gold, too, just to have a better base for gold. Hey, what's up? Nice color blend on the red panels, man. Good work. Thanks, CrowGB. Appreciate that. This was a nice comment. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I think I still can do better. But it was my first time, so let's hopefully get better next time. But yeah, I'm happy with it too. It should look very nice on the jet bikes. These Custodes jet bikes, they have this. I think they are one of the best jet bikes in Warhammer. If not the best, actually. It's 4-wheel jet bikes, what are they called? Back, you know, I don't remember. Basically, they have this one, and then they are sitting over it. And they look great. Can't wait to paint them. But, well, I'm gonna wait because I don't have them right now. Oh, I see. Theo, 981 to go. That answers my questions. Good for a first time, man. Painting a big Custodes force or just individual models? Well, not all of 981s are Custodes, of course. That would be insane. But I have like 100 Custodes, I think. 100 or so, yeah. And I painted, yeah, 20? I've painted 20 so far. So it's a good pace, but I do have another armies and systems and that stuff, so that's why my backlog gets into 1000. Do you play tabletop or just paint for fun? No, I play. I play, and that's why I have these all unpainted models, because I just, you know, get new models, okay, let's play with them. I assemble them, yes, I have most of them assembled, but I was like, fuck painting, right? Playing is much more fun. And then recently I was like, dang, all my friends have painted armies. They look so nice over painted terrains and matte, colorful matte. and I was just had enough. And I still want to buy new miniatures, and you know, the pile of shame is not disappearing. So I decided to do something, and I think like a public challenge, you know, it's an interesting way to motivate myself to get rid of that stuff. The curse of player unpainted models. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you're, you know, if you love to paint, you just, you know, buy one small or sometimes bigger box and paint it right away, right? Because there is no rush for it to play with it. If you're a player, you buy a huge box with a lot of models or multiple boxes because you want to play it. And then when you assemble everything and start to play and get bored of playing, just leave them and not paint anymore. So that's what was happening. Nice, man, keep going. You will thank yourself when you see your fully painted army on the table. Yeah, exactly. I do have a one painted army, Necrons. Not 100% painted, but quite a lot already, probably around 200 miniatures, maybe 150. But there's like 80 Necron warriors, so you know they adds up quite a lot, this number. But it was my first fully painted army, let's say, and this was exactly the same reason I painted them, because I moved to a new place, and in that place I found a community for Warhammer, and they all had painted armies, and I was like, what the fuck? My community where I'm from have no painted armies. Nobody has painted armies. Nobody gives a shit about painting. Almost nobody. So I was like, okay then. I think I have to do something about that. So yeah, I just painted Necrons and play with them all the way. Just to have, you know, at least one army that's looking somewhat okay. And thank you for the encouragement, you know. I'm looking forward to it, to have this 1000 paint models done. It's gonna take me like 3 years, I don't know. This is what happens when you are, you know, 15 years in the hobby and not painting. Good thing I did a break during these 15 years. Because otherwise I would have more unpainted models probably. And right now at least I stopped on 1000. But the journey is going good so far. 2 weeks in. This is the last day of streams this week. So 20 models painted. Almost. 20, let's say 19 and a half. Because this Pallas, I'm not gonna finish it today. Step by step. 20 models is 2%. So doesn't really feel anything. But you know, I do not feel that I did anything yet. Because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna paint these custodies and then I'm gonna play with them and not spend time painting my next stuff. So this is the fear I have. I used to paint a lot, but haven't for over 2 years now, but I am tempted to start again since playing the new Space Marine 2 game. Oh, I see. What do you play, man? 40k? Age of Sigmar? Something else? Yeah, Space Marine 2 is... I saw some reviews and I saw some gameplays. Looks amazing. You can really feel that you're in that 40k environment. And yeah, war is everywhere. The bugs, Tyranids, Chaos. Do 40k, yeah, Black Legion and Tau. It's nice. Black Legion is I used to have Black Legion. I sold it, fortunately. It was just right before new Chaos Space Marines release, so I was lucky to get rid of all the models. But in that moment, I was feeling a little bit more overwhelmed with Chaos and Black Legion, because I wanted to create an army that has most of conscripts, yeah? How is no, the cultists. So I had like 100 cultists. And I was painting some of them, you know. I was getting rid of these miniatures. But then I felt like there's so many rules, so many units, and you can mix with demons. Basically all kind of demons. You can mix with another Chaos Space Marines, gods and chapters, and it was just a lot of rules to learn. And I like something simple, like Necrons or Custodies, or my main army would be Eldar. They are, you know, just... Custodies, okay, they have some allies, and they can have some allies, like agents and all that stuff, but I'm going pure Custodies. I like the idea of large units of cultists, but I could never be bothered to paint them all. They are good to tie up units in tabletop, though. Yeah. I mean, they're... This is their job, and they're the only job. They do almost nothing in terms of firepower and like trying to destroy other units, but you need a lot of guns and shots to get rid of the cultists. Like you said, this is the idea for them. Just to tie up the opponent. And Tau, I would love to have Tau. I did start recently with Kurtz, and I have a lot of Kurtz. So probably when they are going to have some newer stuff for their, you know, Fire Warriors or Crisis Suits or whatever, probably not so soon, because they're quite new models still. Especially because they have just metallic, not metallic, sorry, plastic kits. So this is how you know they are not 25 years old like my warp spiders. But still, probably the Tau will be the next army I'll have. I do love Fruit are dope, yeah, the new crews are amazing. I like them so much. How is the tabletop rules at the moment? Haven't played since 9th. Is 10.5? Good question, man. I gave it a try. I was playing in 9th quite a lot, and then I stopped because of the amount of rules that we were changing during 9th. And, you know, you have to remember all the stratagems, all the FAQs, erratas, whatever. So I was just fed up with it. And I came back for 10th. I played like 3 games. And said, okay, fuck this. So I'll not play it. Just didn't enjoy it. I don't know. So I started playing the Necromunda a lot. I started to play campaigns. I start to paint Necromunda. I got multiple gangs. And Necromunda was great, man. It's the best system. I still have a lot of old metal from like 2002 or something. Warp spiders, string scorpions, living hogs, etc. I wonder if I could sell them. They're probably a little rare now. You can try on eBay. I did sell them. I had basically all the metal stuff. I sold it some time ago. Before the new releases, basically. I was feeling that they're gonna, you know, change the line soon. So I had these shining spears. All you said, yeah, and some metal characters as well. And just get rid of everything metal. And yeah, right now I don't know if they're easy to sell. Okay, CrowGB is going to paint all his pile of shame. You are abide, my friend, by the Emperor. Thanks for the follow, brother. But yeah, back to the what I was saying. I've committed myself now. Yeah, exactly. This is my, you know, trick to get more people into painting their armies. So eBay definitely is the way to go. Maybe you have some local group to sell your miniatures, you know. Sometimes that's the case, like Facebook, Marketplace, or whatever. Depends exactly what you have, because probably warp spiders can be worth still good amount, although I'm not sure. Probably they're gonna be changed very soon. But for example, striking scorpions, they have new kits, so I don't know if you can sell them easily. No idea about that. Yeah, check everything and you can compare on eBay what's selling, what's not selling, what are the prices. I was selling my stuff there as well. I think I sold my elders to Australia. So. Because maybe you know, not all the countries have access or easy access to Games Workshop. And, you know, maybe this, like Australia, will be a better market. Let's do null oil now. Here. Everywhere in the bottom. How are we doing with the time? 2 hours. Being from UK, I'm lucky with having lots of games workshops. So yeah. You're very lucky. And unlucky at the same time, I guess. Because this means that you can get minis very easily, which is very dangerous. Just basically you're going for some groceries and then come back with a, oh look, new character for Space Marines, or a new Abaddon just dropped and fell between my eggs and milk, which would be very tempting, you know, for me. But I always wondered, you know, because you have a lot of Games Workshop, and this hobby is quite expensive, you know. So there are shops probably that they sell stuff with a little bit better margin, but no, I don't know if they are in UK as well. I know there are other countries in Europe that they have like margins of 80% or 75% of GW. To be honest, I usually bought my stuff from third-party sellers anyway, because they were... Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I said. Fair enough. Makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering about that exactly, because it's kind of strange for Games Workshop. To sell these things with this big margin, and then at the same time everyone has access to these third-party shops that have models and sell them for way less. And it's, you know, I mean, if they are selling stuff 70% off, let's be honest, they do not earn much from that. Because what the Games Workshop probably takes or gives the stuff, sells the stuff for them for 50% value or something. Plus we have to pay taxes and place and employee, utilities. So if you are selling for 60% and still have to pay tax, then I don't know. I guess any sale is a good sale, you know. If they can earn £10 a minute. But JW is still growing, you know. They have bigger and bigger revenue every year. We are with my brother trying to follow what's going on. They had this huge up trend during pandemic, where everybody had to stay at home. Just okay, I guess I'll paint. But then it's pulled down a little bit. Yeah, man, I don't know how they manage this Warhammer big in Poland. I don't think it's big in Poland, no. there are some small communities in most of the bigger cities. It's like something like Warsaw, probably around 200 players, I would say, I would guess. In the north, maybe similar. And here and there, you know, you have like 10, 20 players, so if you count all the cities, there are gonna be a few thousand people. But I do not live in Poland, so not quite sure right now. Where I'm living right now, there's like maybe probably I know everyone that is into this hobby, so probably around 30 people or so. And there are nice man. Oh, okay, fair enough, bro. Yeah, and there's like a 3 million city or 2.5 million city, so not too many players or painters in general. But that's a different market, and I understand there is zero Games Workshop store, or even zero third-party store that you can buy Games Workshop. So that's quite a difficult hobby to have around here. You just basically have to buy everything from a different country, or just bring it with yourself. And transporting minis is no fun. If they are you know, glued and painted. But okay, if they are in boxes, still in plastic, you know, unopened, then everything is fine. I used to go for, I mean, I still go sometimes, but I used to go for vacation to Poland, but with my Necron army. And it was such a pain in the ass. You know, first I thought my box like with metallic, how you call it, like a metallic base, and my magnets are gonna hold up the minis in place, and it's gonna be fine. It didn't. It was a complete disaster. All the minis were broken and just flew around the box. So next time I was using some towels and, you know, paper towels, and it was much better just transporting like 50 warriors and then some, basically like 3,000 points of Necron takes quite a lot of space, and my wife did not appreciate that. Because I have to take them there and then bring them back, and then a lot of space in her words were wasted. It was wasted, but in my, of course not. I mean, I enjoyed the time. I had some games, so some pros and cons that you have to go through with your family. Sorry, got ahead of bro. It was nice talking with. We'll hopefully catch you streaming again soon, maybe next week. Take care, man. Thanks for coming over, man. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Have a great day. I'm gonna finish soon, so Just will do few last strokes here. Just want to paint this this vent black. You have a great day. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the follow. So let's do the second layer of these stamps here with Mephiston red. Very delicate, very careful. Make the pattern uneven. Just as the Pallas on the engine. Something's here. Something's here. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I'll wait for it to dry and give it a some glaze just to smooth it out. Just to dry a little more. This one probably I can do the second layer of silver. Yeah. What's the time? 2 hours, 20 minutes. No, that's it for today, guys. Have to get going. Thanks everybody for coming over, checking out what's going on with my 1000 minis 2.0 unpainted stream. And well, hopefully I'll be able to finish this guy on the Sunday stream with my brother, hobby after hours. It's gonna be Sunday evening. If not, I'm gonna get back to it after the break. I need a 1 week out streaming. I'll have some guests and we're gonna play a lot of Warhammer. So enough of painting for today. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon. Appreciate just being around, hanging out. Just let me just stick them together. Okay, okay. We are getting somewhere slowly. One more session and it's gonna be done. Maybe 1.5 session. See you everyone. Have a good day. Or night, or wherever you are. Have a great day.